Tarquinius, the last king of Rome, has been deposed. The new Roman Republic, under the leadership of the Senate, has many enemies. The nearby Etruscan kings envy Rome's key position on the hills overlooking the Tiber River. They seek to dominate Rome, as they did during the age of our forefathers. The various tribes of Italy, Samnites, Umbrians, Campanians, and others, also threaten the growing city-state. Rome will not be built in a day, but the defenses of the city must be.
Hell yeah, we'll build those defenses without a problem. Greetings everyone, we're back with Age of Empires Definitive Edition, the campaigns. This time we're starting with the Rise of Rome. The first mission, the Birth of Rome. Objectives are simple, build a sacred tower next to each flag. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay. Alright. We start making some villagers. We're gonna try to get our food sources going. For now, we're gonna move the 6 villagers to the stone here. We're gonna move one on wood because we really need the wood. This. Then we're gonna use this army. The most important part for this army is to try to get some base in that area, which is probably the most troublesome one. Afterwards, you want to start collecting everything else from stone because stone is the most precious resource at this point. Kind of like Luster later on, there are a few that have a bit of stone, but the stone mines are pretty scarce, so we want to collect them as fast as possible and as soon as possible. We're gonna put 2 here. Select quickly what we want. Put a marking here as well. So we already have 2 stones, 2 on wood, and 6 on food. We kind of have a little section in the base from this last tower, which is the troublesome one. And we have population space, so without any problem, we will collect our resources. You can see that there's some army here, but it shouldn't be a problem, at least for the early on. You have 2 army that get, they have 2 army and you have bronze units, so you should be able to deal with them, no problem. So we'll try to get some kills for the time being. You can see 20 villagers to kill. This is gonna be pretty favorable for us. Now, once we find this stone, it's very important that we find this stone. That's really kind of crucial. I think it's around here. Yes, yes. When you see the hill, that's our cue. Now that we got all this set up, we're gonna stop. We're gonna be a storage pit here, and then we're gonna start building towers. You wanna watch your units. Kill the villagers, just kill them. Killing villagers should be more than enough. Get the upgrade of the tower. This is collecting gold. And pretty soon we will be more than ready to start getting our stone, our mission complete. You can see more and more people are actually coming in. That's kind of a troublesome, but we can manage it. Next, you can see we'll start moving the wood guys here. But we don't really need wood anymore, we just needed the wheel. We got boys building it. Next, we're gonna help these 2 guys to help out. We're gonna send these guys to build some towers. Another guy here. Another guy here. Once these guys are ready, army has been cleared out, which is troublesome, but you'll be fine. Getting our towers up. We're building in groups of 3. We still got stone. These guys just finished their stone. We're gonna make them build here. Yeah, so we're gonna move here. So how many are we missing? Missing 1, 2. And I think that's it. Almost it. So the important part here is that we don't lose more towers. Whoa. We kind of ran short in the last wood part, but it should be fine. It hopefully should be fine. We still got... Okay. Yeah, it should be fine. Kinda missed the calculations, but we should be okay. This is the last tower. We have marked all the areas. And with this should be mission complete. And just like that, we're completed.
With Rome's borders secured, her legions march out against the Italian tribes. One by one, they fall to Rome's might. This success breeds fear and enmity among the Greek colonists of southern Italy. There are rumors that they have called for help against Rome.
Oh yeah. So, kind of a straightforward mission. From what I see, like, you could do it the casual way, which is trying to eliminate all the enemies, which is kind of the easiest one. You can try to use this army. This army alone can take along any of the tool empires, the tool enemies, like for example red or green. But the other one's more complex. You might wanna struggle a bit later on. But really, I think the main problem here is that you just have to get stone and get some towers. You don't really have to do any of that. Like I said, stone is pretty scarce. You have 2 here and 2 more on the bottom, 1 on the top. That's pretty much it on the main part. It's actually not a bad idea that to go on this bottom part. It's something you can just try to do. Especially with the river, you can get a lot of protection. You can wall this, maybe run wall this area, and you should be good to go to get a small base here. Even with all the enemies coming at you. So if you want to go to like a route, calmer route, a more chill route, you can try doing that, because if you stay here, they're gonna wreck you all from all sides. Literally, they are everywhere. It's a lot of army. But yeah, that's my suggestion. I have never actually used this stone. Usually with these stones, this is like a nice to have stone. So really, that's all the stones you need. And the protection here, it's quite... Like, once you get the towers up, they just focus the towers. So you do get some time when you want to get all up. I suggest you try to get all up at the same time. One, like I did, you start rotating the villagers. I don't think I was even 30 population, so it's a pretty easy mission from my perspective, at least.
The Republic of Rome enjoyed only...
I'll see you on the next one in Heroes of Imperius. So have a good one and peace.